Ready, 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 ready. Here it is. We're rolling, baby.
Why do you do that? Why don't you tell me when it starts?
Because I'm the producer of this show, so when I say
That's
go,
bad
it
producing.
goes. When I say go, it goes.
Just cut to something now.
Okay, I'll cut the theme song.
Yeah.
Bethany
Bethany
and Sean.
and Sean.
We are a couple of nuts
talking.
That fruit's real sour you're munching on
Oh,
there, Bubba.
man. It's making my eye twitch.
Bubba eating some organic tropical mix fruit from the local organic store.
Via my baby.
Wow, 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 wow. What a week, nuts. What a year. We're just 2.5 weeks in. We won't keep it too much of a downer, but it has been a doozy. So far, wow. We had
Or maybe instead of a doozy, it's a don't say.
Oh, it's definitely been a don't see,
Yeah.
honey. Jeez. We took a nice trip out to Arizona for the new year. That was lovely.
It was. It was very nice until I hurt my back.
That was a couple weeks ago now, but yeah, Bethany hurt her back, and
We were getting over colds.
we both were sick. That's how we rang in the new year. But we did go to Arizona out to visit Bethany's mom and her husband,
Adorable.
my in-laws, and they live in a nice little 55 and over community. So we got to go dance. They have a dance. They do a dance in their little community center.
Yeah.
Oh
it
my
was
God,
So
and that-
cute. The DJ, you were in love with him.
Fucking, let me tell you, this DJ, guys, he definitely was like a Temu DJ.
Yeah,
Without a doubt. He had really shitty props when he played the beach.
It was like Carrot Top without Vegas.
Some of the props didn't make any sense. What was the song where he put that weird-ass wig on that was supposed to be like a Beatles type wig, but it was
No, it ended up being like a R&B old. It was like, I'll be there.
Yeah.
No, burn it down.
So he put that, and it was
down.
just bangs, and it's
Yeah.
like down to his chin, not
Yeah.
like Beatle bangs, which are above
Well, he
the
put
eyebrow.
the wig on backwards, but on purpose.
Oh my God!
I
that's-
didn't enjoy him as much as you. You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me like of Chris Farley if he was half as fat and zero funny.
That's exactly why I loved him.
That's why I was like, at least be funny or something. And then, but yet he was still Chubbs.
But
And
the
this guy was
amount of
rocking out.
energy. This guy was running around on this. There was nobody dancing at times, but this fool was up there, fucking doing it. Beach Boys going.
100%.
I think he had a little fake blow up surfboard. I mean,
He had a
pulled
blow up
out-
doll too. Remember?
He
would
had a
dance-
blow-up
He
doll.
would dance with a blow up doll.
He danced with the blow up.
I don't know how the
guys.
seniors felt about that.
Oh, they were loving it. They were bumping and grinding on each other. I think it was during Marvin Gaye
Yeah,
that he busted out the blow up doll.
yeah, it was something.
That was a
weird.
It was a lot of fun, and we were in bed by. So this is the first time we're doing an episode
Real
like
time.
real time. This is our first real time. Usually we do we have a couple in the bank, so they come out a couple to few weeks after we do it. You're hearing this, and we just are recording this.
Yeah, it is actually mid-January.
Like TikTok got banned for the
today.
night,
Well,
but
yeah.
it's back now. So TikTok was gone Saturday night, the 18th to the night. Today is the 19th. Not that it matters because you can listen to this anytime, but TikTok's back, and so that's where we are right now. But anyways, back to our
timeline.
new year. We danced. We had some fun. Baby hurt her little back, so we called it a night pretty early. I think we were in bed. We were back at the house, showered and ready for bed by like 10:30.
Yeah, I had a pinched nerve
Yeah.
in my back. It was not. I
You never have back
I
issues.
never had back issues, and I don't know what that was. I mean, it's a culmination of a lot of stress that we've had, but
I
I'm
have back
guessing.
issues all the time.
but not lately because we know what it is now. You gotta stay hydrated.
So that's what we did New Year's, okay? And then we come back, and then the news from what happened on January 1st, but they're not even really talking about it anymore. You know, in New Orleans and Vegas, some weird
Tragic.
stuff started, really tragic. Kind of left the airwaves. They're not really talking about that
I mean,
anymore.
incredible. They talk about something else for years,
Yeah.
and they take this and they allow the people one day, the
They gave
day
a
it
couple,
happened,
Yeah, it was.
and then that was it. And it's really disturbing because to me, like, that's the stuff I want to know. I want to know what they look like. I want to know who did it.
Yeah, but
I
you
want to
can't
know
trust the
why.
news. You can't
No, you
trust them.
can't. But what I'm saying is to hide something like that, because obviously it has to be suppressed at this point, or they're being told not to talk about it.
It was all really weird. So I'm sure you're all familiar with what happened in New Orleans, and this is heavy, sad stuff, which you normally don't cover on this, but it's current. And a guy ran through Bourbon Street. A lot of casualties happened, and then like the following day, some like New York Post reporter was able to go into his house. See, it all
Oh
seemed
my
very
God.
fishy. The New York Post reporter went in his house, and he had an ISIS flag, so it was a terrorist attack, supposedly.
Oh, this was a set. This looked like
It
an
looked
SNL.
like a setup. So they go into his
sketch.
house. I don't know if you guys saw this footage. The New York Post were able to gain access to this guy's house the following day or two after the attack. And there was a Quran opened up to a page just
Everything was open.
on
Like,
display.
these documents were just like placed perfectly on the table.
There was a table. They were like, "Oh, this is his bomb making corner,"
and
like,
it
what
literally
in the
looked
heck?
like every montage of a bomb movie that you watch.
And there was bomb making materials that the FBI just left. I guess you leave evidence behind it at the crime scene now. That's a new thing. And then the search warrant and whatnot were perfectly placed on the kitchen island. Like,
It was like
All
to catch
just-
a predator for a bombing.
it was so weird and very tragic and very sad. A lot of young people.
Yeah.
So that happened, and then the Cybertruck guy in front of the Trump Tower making an obvious statement with a Elon Musk vehicle in front of a Trump building because they're working together now. And that story was really weird. They couldn't really identify the guy that was in there, and apparently he was this amazing like Green Beret who was still in the service, and
But it wasn't him because it didn't match
the
DNA.
DNA didn't match his kid, but then they're trying to push it, saying, well, that's why he went crazy, because that wasn't his kid. So that was.
But also, like, as a Green Beret, if you really wanted to make damage with something, because that's why you create a bomb, why would you ignite the bomb in the only vehicle that would not let any damage
It was
out?
literally like setting off a bomb inside of a tank. Like, why would you do that? So that seemed kind of weird and tragic.
It looked more
because
like a signal to me than a...
there was a dead body in there, too. And then fast forward to last week, crazy-ass wildfires started to happen. Crazy wind happened, which was... We've had wind before. I've been in Southern California my entire life. We have wildfires. We have winds. Nothing to this magnitude, this type of devastation that happened. Absolutely insane and devastating and so sad.
A bunch of clowns running it.
Unbelievable.
A bunch of clowns.
Yeah, and there was news right after it happened of how poor managed the county and all of it was, and how this could have been avoided, and everybody knew it was coming, and they didn't avoid it, and they just let it happen. And it got, granted, we weren't near the Palisades or Altadena. At one point in Studio City, there was a Hollywood fire that happened up on Runyon Canyon, which is a canyon that people, it's a trail, a hiking trail that people go into. And a fire started up there just randomly. And we all know it wasn't just random or an ember. Like, somebody started the fire. And then right around the corner, about a mile around the corner from us, a couple houses caught on fire when that Sunset Fire was happening. So we're like, oh, fuck. And our phones started getting the beep,
Yeah, we were getting
We're
warned to get out.
getting those emergency text messages to prepare for evacuation. We're like, what the fuck?
And we were already talking about evacuating because of the other fire. So we were talking about, we didn't get up and move or anything. But we're like, oh, it's coming towards us. We should. And we had all the red flags on our app.
Yeah.
And then that happened, and we just jumped up and started.
We started packing. We packed bags. We
packed
packed the
bags.
cats' bags.
I drugged our little babies. Our
We
little
gave the
cats.
cats some CBD, got them all jacked up. They were adorable.
They loved it. It was the best day of their
yeah.
lives.
Oh, they were good, but they did feel our energy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and that really windy night. So that happened. That was
The day before.
Wednesday night. Tuesday night, the winds kicked up.
were-
Wednesday night, Tuesday our power went out.
Mm-hmm.
So the Tuesday night was really windy day, and the fire started early that morning into Wednesday. Right, because I went to work and the sky was covered in smoke. But our power went out, so we did the old candles and we got all our
flashlights out.
flashlights and weapons ready to go because
because you know
people do what they do.
L.A. It might as well be called Loot A.
Yeah.
Loot
That's
Angeles.
what the L in Los Angeles and L.A. stands for is loot.
Loot Angeles.
Loot angels, because we're angels. But we didn't get looted, but a bunch of people did.
Angels?
And it's really sad. So the power went out, that winds, bam. Then Wednesday night fire just kept spreading, and then Wednesday night we got the evacuation preparations.
I'd like to say too that like we go to bed early, but but this is literally how Sean and I are. We're like watching whatever. We both worked that day, and we still have that cough.
But I can breathe.
No, I know. Look at guys. He can breathe. That might be the first podcast you don't have to hear a snot. Now stop.
Still a little obstruction there, but I can breathe through my
nose,
nose, guys.
Don't inflame it by forcing. But here's what's funny. So Tuesday, our power went out. But like all day, everyone's power was going out. We were just hearing it. Our friends were texting, like, are you on? Are we on? Like, and whatever. And Sean and I kept being like, oh my God, we still have power. This is crazy. So when we got home from work, we were like, oh, we'll just watch a movie. So we started watching a movie. It was like 8:30 or something, like almost 9.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, the power started going on and off, but it would come back.
Well, I had my meeting. I host a meeting on Tuesday nights that has like 50 to 60 people in it online on Zoom.
Oh, right.
And that power went in and out, so I got booted out of it. Luckily, the meeting kept going. But, yeah, we started to watch a movie about...
Yeah, I got booted off my meeting, too.
Then about 8:30.
Yeah, and then... So about 8:30, it started going on and off, and then at like 9 o'clock, it just went buzz. It went buzz, and it went off. And Sean and I just looked at each other because it was dark out, whatever, and we grabbed a flashlight and we're like, let's just go to bed.
Yeah.
So at 9 o'clock,
yeah,
we're like, why resist it? Like,
this
is what we would have done anyways.
Flashlight, read some books, and then woke up to fucking madness.
Oh yeah, with flashlights we read books because we weren't tired.
Spooky. So that was interesting. We didn't sleep very well for a couple nights after when everything was going on. And man, oh man. So it's been a hell of a year thus far.
It's weird, too. We were talking about it, but it's like I wasn't scared, but I was stressed. And because I wasn't, because usually my normal self, like 10 years ago, would have been like hyper, oh my God, right? Like,
yeah,
like frenetic. And I'm not that person anymore. But I think my body still takes on the physicality of it, but I was super calm.
Yeah, it was stressful, you know?
But it's stressful, and
Yeah.
you don't understand until it's over, and your body goes, oh, like
Yeah.
that.
We were ready to roll to Arizona for however long we had to, but we didn't have to. Thank God. We were fortunate, and all that stuff's pretty far away from us now. So.
And at every twist and turn of anything that happened, Sean and I both looked at each other like, we need guns.
That was our main thing. Like, we need to get firearms.
We're getting them, though. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Anyways, can we do something more of
Yeah, but
like
that's it. Just wanted to, this is our first real-time one.
Unless we're going to talk about all the meaty stuff of it, I don't know if
Nah,
I know.
There's no point.
That's why I don't talk about it.
And any of that. TikTok ban was pretty all right, because we're on it a lot, and we realized how much we were on it. Last night we were laying in bed. We normally zone out for about an hour before we go to bed just on TikTok videos, and we didn't have that, so we were just laying, snuggling real nice.
And we were just having conversation.
Just connecting.
Yeah, and I was like, this is great. And then we had one day of it, but hopefully we remember that. And speak for yourself, Mr. Hour on TikTok.
Oh, no. You're on it all night. You're absolutely right, baby.
No, I play games. Nice try.
You're absolutely right. Talk while I'm looking at this stuff, please.
Oh, I didn't know what you were doing. Or you can just pause it. We can come back.
No, keep talking, baby.
No, because I want to talk about all the stuff about the fire that people go. You know what I don't like and I think is hilarious is, and this is in reference to the fires, but it was just something that happened. Like, you go on Facebook and people will be like, I can't believe people are making this political. And, like, when there's people in times of need and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay. And then that same person's friend and, like, 8 of them will be like, I know. Can you believe political, politics, lots of politics? Oh, I agree. And you're just like, wait, what?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? They all do what they say don't do. And then the person who wrote it's like, oh, I know. You preach it to the choir.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
I
God.
don't want to hear about it.
No.
Shush up. You know what I was thinking about?
What?
Where did the word fart come from? Why do they call farts farts?
Well, you know I love my etymology.
I want to look it up.
You're going to do the etymology or just look up?
I'm just going to look up the word fart. I love farts. Farts are so funny. There's this one dude who makes videos where he just farts in public so much. Like,
But they're not real farts, are they?
oh, yeah. It's not like the other guy who
This is how
who does
this is the
fake.
quality of what my husband thinks his time is worth.
Here we go. There's a whole
It's just fart TikTokers.
There's a whole Wikipedia on it. Fart is a word in the English language most commonly used as reference to flatulence that can be used as a noun or a verb. The immediate roots are in the Middle English words furtin, fjorten, and farten, kin of the old High German word furzen. Cognates are found in Old Norse, Slavic, and also Greek. The word fart has been incorporated into the colloquial and technical speech of a number of occupations, including computing. It is often considered unsuitable in formal situations as it may be considered vulgar or offensive. Etymology.
I have it right here in front of me.
Oh, do you want to read that etymology?
No, go ahead. Let's see what that one says. I want to see if they're different.
The English word fart is one of the oldest words in the English lexicon.
Why does that not surprise me? Like, people were sitting around thinking of how to communicate with each other, and someone just goes, burp,
Yeah, old fart.
and then someone's like, fart.
Or it's British. Or wait, Europe. Okay, its Indo-European origins are confirmed by many cognate words in some other Indo-European languages. It's cognate. I don't even know what that word means. With Greek verb.
Which word? I wasn't listening.
Cognate?
Well, it'd be something with cognition, like the way you think about it, right?
It is cognate with Greek verb perdomale, as well as the Latin pidir, Sanskrit perdate. This is fart. Ashkonpidin, Evistin Piriol. These are weird ass letters. I can't even pronounce it. Italian fer un petto.
Honey, you're just speaking it in different language. You
I
don't have
know.
to do this.
Yes,
no
I
one
can.
cares.
French petier, Russian perdet, Polish pierd, pie. Break wind loudly.
Wow.
And so all of which mean the same thing. Like most Indo-European roots in the Germanic languages, it was altered under Grimm's law. So that's Indo-Fart.
Okay.
Unfersen. I like that. The German Fersen.
I like that it means an emission of digestive gases from the anus. A flatus. That's where it used to. It was a flatus. So it was like flatulence mixed with anus, and then it became fart. But it started with flatus. And then an irritating person, a fool, and then obviously an elderly person, or someone with old-fashioned views. It kind of takes the gas out of the funny that we feel fart is, isn't it? When you break it down like this.
It's way too technical. I thought it would just be like, oh man, it sounded like hurt.
I feel like etymology broke down farts more than my digestion does.
Okay. Oh, man, that sounded like hard. That's what I would have thought it came from. What'd you say, man? It sounded like you said hard. I did, man. I said hard because it came out my butt. Fart. You know what I'm saying?
That's another time where you're going to be really loud.
It is what it is.
My family, we would say poofer.
Poofers?
Poofers. And I think that's so cute.
Did your family all fart in front of each other a lot?
My mother never farted. And I'll tell you a story.
I've heard her fart.
Oh, you have? Oh, right. She didn't know we were there. Yeah, we did
hear
her
sneak
fart.
One out, mama.
Yeah, we both looked at each other, and I was like, if you tell her you heard her fart, she's gonna say she didn't. And sure enough, guess what she did? I
Yeah.
did not
I'm
fart.
trying to keep it a secret. I
But
see you, secret farts.
My mom, like her whole marriage, never farted in front of my dad. And my dad farted all the time. It was disgusting. And so was my brother.
Well, that's not us at all.
What?
Okay, you fart all the time.
We both fart all the time.
Oh, I mean, I fart more,
And when I
obviously.
say I fart all the time, for me, it's farting all the time. That's not, it's not an eighth of how many times you fart. Not even an eighth of it.
That's
But
true.
I'm going to tell a story really quick. So, I don't know how old I was. Probably like in double digits, like 10 or 11 or something. And my mom took a bath every single night. Okay. She took a bath. It was her time. Nobody bothers her.
Oh, she soaked every night.
Every night.
Oh,
And
I wish she would still do that.
I know. And are you saying my mom smells?
No, I'm saying I wish she would give
I'm
herself
kidding.
that time.
I was kidding. So you have to walk where our bathtub was. We had 2 bathrooms, but the one bathroom didn't have a bathtub, so hers, so that she would use my brother and I's. And you have to walk past it to go to either of our rooms. And so I walked past, and because of how the bathtub was and where it was in the house, if you did anything, it kind of echoed. And I walked past, and my mom let one rip in the bathtub.
Yeah, she did.
And it was just like,
It was
yeah,
a water
yeah.
fart.
It was a water fart, but it almost like shot the bottom of the bathtub like a rocket would. So it made like a rumbling. Like
well, when you fart, because I fart in bathtubs often. Whenever I take a bath, I absolutely
that's
fart.
true.
So you get like a
Right.
You get like a boat scraping the
Yes.
bottom of the ocean. Really
Right.
low.
And then the
bass.
yeah,
Yeah, and then the
right?
bubbles up.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay. So I walked by Jessica and I went, Mom, did you just fart? And she goes, Bethany Lynn, what are you? I did not fart.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
And I was like, Mom just farted.
She totally did.
And then I ran downstairs to the family room to like all celebrate because we heard Mom fart. And they both totally knew because it was even louder.
You could hear up there
because
upstairs.
it was worse for them.
Yeah,
and they were
vibrated
like,
the ground.
oh my God. And then she got embarrassed and she was so mad at us. She was like, why would you do this to me? And blah, blah, blah. It's like, I know she's, grown up like that where she can't poop or
That's so
do any of
sad.
those
God,
things.
my family was the exact opposite.
You're all boys, though.
Oh, no, like my mom would
No, I
fart.
kn-
Oh, yeah.
well.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
You'd
Yeah,
be driving in the car, windows up, start to smell it. Be like, who did that? And then you hear, and that was my mom laughing because she farted.
Aw.
And we roll the window down because her fart smelled bad. Kind of like mine. That's,
Well,
yeah.
yeah, it's something she's left you with.
We loved, I mean, we ate a lot of Taco Bell, so
Okay.
we ate a lot of fast food in my house.
Yeah. I mean, when I was a kid, we did. I don't think the food was as bad as it was now. Back then.
I mean, I think we've talked about it on the podcast before, but the amount of people that have diarrhea
Oh my
It's
God. When
just
you're at any
insane.
public place
just insane.
and you go to a public restroom, I cannot fathom what their home life is. I can't even fathom these people leaving their house.
It's crazy.
The only time I've ever gotten diarrhea, it was because there's a problem. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
Right.
I got sick or I ate something
Yeah.
bad, and all I want to do is go home.
Yeah.
Not these folks.
No, it's like this is just a thing that it's a normal daily occurrence in their life.
And then, have you ever diarrhea?
Diarrhea.
Sorry, guys, I cough. I can't.
Okay.
I can't. Every time I go to talk,
Go turn away from the mic when you
I
cough,
try,
though.
and then I'm
All right.
so tired. And so, have you ever diarrhea and missed your own toilet at your house? Have you ever done that?
Yeah, God, not a chance.
Not a chance.
Not a chance.
Okay, I have never once missed the pole. I've never once gotten it on the seat, like ever. And I swear to God, you walk into these public restrooms and you're like,
It's everywhere.
did you lift your leg and put it up on the door and then just shit bomb the place?
It's everywhere.
And I'm not talking about a gas station. I'm just talking about public,
Casino,
anything.
grocery stores,
Restaurants,
Walmart,
right? Target, like
Costco,
Starbucks.
Oh
maybe
man,
Starbucks, but
the only time I ever really made a mess in the bathroom is when my back was out, And when my back goes out, like I buckle and I fall over, like I can't even stand. And back was already kind of out, but I had to go pee. So I went to go and I couldn't stand, so I sat down. I used to sit when I peed, anyways, for a long time.
I've changed him. He is now.
But now you don't want me to do
a
it because you say
man.
it sprays up everywhere,
Well,
all over.
you do have a hard stream, and now it's
Thank
something
you.
got to clean those walls.
Thank you.
Because it does. I see the splash.
I'm proud of my stream too.
No, I'm proud of you, and believe me, I want you to stand.
I don't
like
got
it's
no
part of
pussy ass
being-
weak stream, not yet.
No, you know it's part of the testosterone.
I
Like
know.
you need that. So when I first met him, I was like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "What? It's so much easier." I was like, "You are a man.
Well, I
Your
do it-
testes need to be dropped."
Just in case a poo's gonna pop out too, because not all pee-pee times are poo-poo times, but all poo-poo times are pee-pee times. But you never know when a pee-pee time's happening and a poo-poo might come. But
No, you can always piss while you're pooping. That I don't take away from. But if you're going just to pee, which is what you do, like you're a toddler, your bladder's literally
that's
the
a lie.
size
That's
of
a lie.
a
You
thimble.
take it back.
Is it a lie?
Take it back.
Okay, if Sean and I go on a road trip,
Oh, that's such a lie. Especially the last few times I've done so good.
no, you did do a lot better. But the majority of the times before that, it's always I gotta pee. I gotta pee.
Yeah.
I gotta pee. I gotta
Forgive
pee.
me for staying hydrated.
Yeah, well, don't you know the rules when you're on a road trip?
So back to my story. I was going to sit down on the toilet because I had to pee, and I did. And then when I think I moved just a little bit, normal movement, back went completely out during pissing, and I fell off the toilet and just pissed all over myself in the bathroom.
This bathroom?
No, this
Good.
was my second apartment with a buddy. My first. No, third, whatever. It was
Doesn't
it
matter.
was a while
Yeah.
ago, long time ago.
I just wanted to make sure it wasn't
2005,
this one.
2006, something like that. Fell over, pissed all over myself, and then I think I had to call my mom. I was like, "Mom, I can't move." But then I ended up moving and cleaning it up, and then went over to her house. And I was already pretty much strung out on pills at the time. So when I went over there,
Surprise.
yeah, we had a pool at our old house in Burbank. So I was going to go over there so I could just kind of hang and let my legs hang. And then my mom, God bless her, she's like, "All right, hon, I'm going to give you a Vicodin now. It's strong." She didn't know because this was like at the beginning.
Clearly,
Yeah,
yeah.
this was at the beginning of my addiction, before my first rehab stint and all that. She's like, "I'm going to give you something strong, honey, okay?" Little did she know I already cleaned that bottle out and replaced it with.
You're just eating a Tylenol at that
It was
point.
just acetaminophen
Yeah.
over the counter, yeah. So she was so sweet, and she's like, "Here you go," and she gave me a little Vicodin pill, and it obviously wasn't Vicodin, and obviously didn't do anything. And I thought that was real sweet. I was also dating a girl at this time that had some Vicodins, and she brought me over a couple.
You what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So that's the messiest I ever made. My toilet. No. Well, pooing in the shower, which I've talked about
God,
before.
we already had this. We don't need it again.
Yeah, but, speaking of diarrhea, when you kick opiates, that's what happens. And I pooed in the shower, diarrhea. God, that's the worst. It's the worst. My God, friends. If you're struggling with opiate addiction, I've been there. And if you're not, continue not to,
Yeah.
because it's not pretty.
None of it. Every step of the way. It's like you start with constipation.
Fursin. I'm
What?
thinking of Fursin. That's what I'm going to start calling my farts now.
Fursin and poofers.
Fursins.
Boofers and fursins.
Well, that was fun. That's crazy that... Oh, queef. Queef's another type of fart, isn't it?
It is. It's a vag fart.
Vaginal flatulence or vaginal wind is an emission or expulsion of air from the vagina. It may occur during or after sexual intercourse or during other sexual acts, stretching, or exercising. The sound is comparable to anal flatulence, but vaginal flatulence does not involve waste gases and thus does not have a specific odor associated with it. Slang terms for vaginal flatulence include queef, vart, and fanny fart. Mostly British, they say that. Tampons can treat
Because
or
fanny
prevent
fart
vaginal
doesn't
wind.
make any sense. A fanny fart literally is a butt fart.
Vart. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
With a V.
You've never heard that?
I mean, I think I have. I just
Yeah.
didn't think about it.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't think about
What about a vajart?
words.
I like vajart.
Vajart.
Yeah.
What about pushart?
Passart.
Shart, because you could. You
I know.
can't shart out your vagina.
No, so
I
it's
guess.
passart.
Pussart.
Yeah. Or how about
Fart.
a fussy? It's a fussy.
A fussy. A Farsi.
Oh, well, no, Farsi is a word, though. A real word. So it'd be a fussy.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Or a quissy.
That's fun.
Yeah.
This episode was fun, huh? It started kind of weird.
What about Aquinas?
We kind of talked about some real sad stuff that happened, but that's just what's going on over here in Los Angeles.
You know what? We're probably going to lose people, and they're going to miss out on all this fart talk.
On the whole Vart
Yeah.
talk.
I'm trying to think if we ever queefed. I don't think so.
You queefed during our times? No.
I'm just trying to remember.
I don't think you have.
I know.
I
Not a
think you
queefer.
might have, though, stretching before. I think I've heard a little.
I don't think that was a queef.
I think
it was
like a real fart?
regular poofer.
Like a butt fart?
Yeah.
Interesting.
But I'll think about it.
Why poofer?
I think 'cause it's like a poo fart. Like it comes out your butt. A poofer.
Yeah, but who started that? Your dad?
No, this I think was from my grandmother. It might be Czechoslovakian or Polish because that's just what what we called it. It was a poofer.
A poofer.
A poofer.
In person. Oh, nuts. I don't even know if we said hey nuts in the beginning of this thing. My God.
You guys.
We hope you're all safe and doing well.
Yeah.
All of our LA, everywhere.
We usually right now would say like subscribe and like and follow and comment and share, but we're not going to because
I don't think I'm going to say that anymore.
No, I think we should probably say it, but shorter.
If you don't know to do it at this point, like...
And you're not going to do it.
You're not going to do it.
Yeah, which is sad.
You know, it sucks. We've had a couple of our episodes, so all of them got published to YouTube, which is cool. We're getting a lot of hits on there. But they took a couple of them down.
Yeah, our best ones,
and,
of course.
It's interesting because... This is the subject matter that we talked about here is literally why they took those episodes down, because we talked about butt stuff. One of them I talked about, I think it was a recent one where I talked about a girl that I dated, and I won't even go into it, but it was regarding butt stuff. They took that down, and then they took an older episode out from a couple years ago.
I mean, it's been up there forever.
Yeah, where I think it was our perennial sunning episode.
Which is, by the way, extremely helpful. Oh, maybe that's why they took it down. Because that's really good for you.
Yeah, it's just like it was a thing that you do. You spread your cheeks to the sun. Okay, I'm going to say it again. Let's see if this happens.
Don't say it again.
But I don't know if that was the specific thing why it did. It might have been in regards to something sexual with a butt. So we got to keep all the sex and butt stuff
And I
clean.
say we're going to try not to swear.
I don't think that matters. You can swear on
on
YouTube. That's the thing. These aren't made for kids.
Right.
Oh, my gosh.
All right. Well, we're done.
I guess that wraps this one up. So we're up to date now. So this is the current events in a couple of nuts.
Yeah, we'll see how this works. I don't like it only because I don't want to talk about that stuff unless I could really talk about it, and I can't.
Well, that's the thing. That's what just happened and reason why I thought it's okay to talk about. Because it's kind of rare. This kind of shit that just went down in a couple weeks.
Well, but we really didn't get into that. We just kind of...
No, we just gave the gist of what everybody knows what's going on. Or maybe they don't. I don't know.
I'll say this.
It's just a check-in, baby.
I'll say this. That,
episode.
for instance, I can't remember how your dad saw it, but I know from my parents, and they're in 2 different states, they both were getting completely different information.
Yeah.
And my mom in Arizona didn't even know it was happening.
Right.
And they watch their news. I have the news on constantly.
Yeah, my dad was sending jokes. Cooking down there. It's like, dude, this is some crazy shit going on.
Yeah.
Man.
Sean and I were like we're out of here. We're moving. Like all these things.
I love a good joke, man.
But not yet. Too soon.
Way too soon. We're literally getting text messages.
Let us know we could survive first.
Yeah.
And not lose our entire everything.
Right? Imagine that's the last thing we see. Cook them up, son. As we're literally cooking.
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay.
All right, nuts. Well, thanks for listening. Thanks for chiming in.
On that lit note.
We always love spending a little time with you, and we appreciate all your listens and likes and shares and all the subscriptions. I did it anyway. I said it
And
anyways.
go listen to Haunted Air if you haven't heard our band. We got some singles out.
We just released a new single, which is a updated version of one of our older songs, Lighthouse. That's streaming
and we played that for our wedding.
Yeah.
It's a wedding song.
I'll put a little bit of it. I'll put it in right now at the end of this.
Yeah.
Here we go. All right, nuts. Stay nutty, everybody.
Bye for now.
Kemp says.
These walls are coming down. This ship is homeward bound. We try all our life, searching for light in the dark.
For the right one.
I'm home in your arms. You're home in my arms.
My love for you is as deep as the dark blue sea. You're my lights. Everything I ever wanted, I see it in you. You're my lights. Everything you ever wanted, you see it in me. You're my lights. When we're together, we shine on everything. You're my lights.
This ship is homeward bound.
Hey,
We hope we're never found, 'cause we
try all our lives just to get by.